Hey y'all, get on up in here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome back. Thank y'all so much for popping in. I greatly appreciate y'all so much. But y'all get on up in here. Get on up in here. Please make sure you hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. Make sure you got your notification bell turned on as well. And if you're catching this on the replay, welcome and thank you so much. Greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all know we have that 10-minute mark, so we will be right back. Hello, hello, everybody. Thank y'all for popping back up in here. Happy Sunday again to everybody. Hope y'all have been having an amazing day. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if I said it earlier when I was on live, but I started my morning off. I had to go back down there to the doctor because I couldn't see out of my left to the eye. So yeah, that's right, my left eye. Child, don't know where that doctor came from, who he was, or none of the above, but he was a little weird to me. He had the eyes all jacked up, turned all upside down, and everything. Child, I don't know what they were doing, but anyhow, so yeah, so I left, and he's supposed to been calling my scripture in, child, my prescription, child. But anyway, that ain't working out either. So keep your girl in prayers. That's all I know to tell y'all. Hey, Miss Cheryl Huff. She says, hello, everyone. Seattle is back. Hey, Miss Jennifer. She says, good evening, everyone. I pray everyone has had a blessed Sunday. Miss Maria says, hey, Miss Maria, my mod. Hey, beautiful. She says, good afternoon, squad. It's a G thing. Join the live. It's a vibe. Tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Help us grow. Subscribe, support. $ G Strickland 8 and share. Join the squad for $2.99. Enjoy. She says house rules, no CC's names, initials only. Use nicknames for the strike happy. Use creative spelling for cursing. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respect for discourse only. All is alleged. Miss Maria is speaking to everybody, everybody. Miss Sure, she said, we missed you. Welcome back. My thoughts is fabulous people. Yes, you are as well, Miss My Thoughts. Miss Gail says, hello, G Mods and chats. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for popping in. My thought says, I pray all is well with you, G. Thank you so much for your prayers. I appreciate it so much. I don't know what's going on. It's my left eye. And I wake up in the morning, it's like it be like stuck together or something, child. I couldn't see this morning. I said, Lord, can I use this one eye? I made it with one eye, y'all. Miss Maria says, my thoughts. She says, hey, beautiful. And she's speaking to Miss Gail. She says, hey, girl. Hey, y'all. So, child, let's just jump on into the mess, child. Let's jump on into the mess. For anybody that care, I know y'all don't care. So anyway, I'm just gonna tell y'all anyway, cause I know y'all don't care. Child, I think for some odd reason that food truck lady got a live schedule for this afternoon that I'm gonna miss. I hope I probably be asleep or trying to go to sleep or something. They don't send her back out again to try to get some stuff stirred up. Um, and her thumbnail says, y'all, you said you gonna eat me up. What? I said, Lord, there she go again. They got out here clowning again. So let me just go ahead and mark this off my paper. Um, it's like everything that they try to do, nothing is working for these people. As far as trying to get the people to talk about this show or whatever. So her coming back out again, that's all it's about, child. She wants to go back and forth with somebody trying to get some traction or whatever. But I cut my phone off and turn it back on, and that's the first thing that I see. I thought I had it, do not recommend or whatever, but that's what's up, that y'all. I don't want to see this drunk lady coming out here today, this afternoon, to mess up my afternoon. I got to focus on my eye and get my medicine for my eye, and that's it. That's all. I ain't studying that crazy chick. She need to go somewhere and take several seats and sit down somewhere. Miss Maria says, for the record, in my opinion, this whole ready to get a ring is trying to get a vibe too. That dumpster fire of a show. Yeah. I said that too, Miss Maria, because it took me back a little bit. I think it was that other lady when she was talking junk about something and telling the people that it was coming on. I heard her briefly, maybe a month or so ago, talking about they gonna be a wedding on the show. And what else she said? She said it was gonna be a wedding on the show. Everybody already probably figured out. And then she was saying that Tuna Cat and Marho ain't gonna be at the wedding or some kind of mess. So child, excuse me, y'all. In that sense, I was happy to hear that. Hey, Miss Candy, how you doing? She says, hey, Maria and chat. Miss Candy, you done made it back safely. We was praying, Miss Candy. We knew you had to hit that plane, but we was praying for you. But anyway, she was talking about our wedding gonna be up there and all that kind of crazy stuff. So on that thought right there, I would be so happy, y'all. So happy and so grateful. I hope he do marry that shareable side chick. I pray to God that that's what it is. Maybe he can finally move on, move around, and give Mel her children and just let these people be free. Miss Maria says, Candy, what up, Doc? Glad you're back in the chat, friend. Yes. Miss Candy says, hi, y'all. We got home today. Thanks for the prayers. We needed it because the plane dipped before landing. Child, I'm glad you was able to dip up off of that plane, child. So, yes, so glad you made it off of there. But yes, thank you for popping in. I know you're probably tired, but as always, with your love and support, I greatly appreciate you so much. Miss Maria says Muscles and Mumbles might be the wedding couple. Yeah, it's a possibility. It could be them too. But I seen a little clip on CR's channel a few minutes ago before I actually came live, and I don't know where she said she got it from. Yeah, we missed you too. I don't know where she said she got it from, but Destinator, whatever her people supposed to be, child. Talking about showed a little clip where he was sitting down to the table. Her, she asked him, talking about, you ready? You ready for a ring? And guess what that fool said, y'all? Child, she asked him, is you ready for a ring? He said a little bit. I said, this is dumb. This is so dumb. Miss Maria says that, Candy, we missed you more. Yes, absolutely. I said, huh? How you gonna not know if you're ready for a ring or not? Hey, Miss Donna Beautiful. She says, hey y'all. I said, this is child is so dumb. This mess is so dumb. But yeah, that wildebeest supposed to pop back out. And Miss Sexy Diva, y'all, my other mom, she's been moving over the weekend, so she's probably good and tired. She said it's really, really hot down there. So if she pop in, it might surprise me, but if she don't, I know she need to get some rest, because moving is not easy, child. It is not. Miss Candy says, Maria, you changed your name? No, Miss Candy. We popped up here, I think it was Monday, and this is what StreamYard or YouTube has done for the good people, child. They say they doxing everybody, child. And it's not only in this my channel, Miss Candy, it's everywhere. I don't know why they doing this. My thought says they've been trying to get the ring out of the Cracker Jack box. Tell just needs to set up a GoFund US and get the dang on ring. Marry your 304 and wonder who she's not sliding under while you film it. Y'all not the sliding under, child. Ooh, I cannot. Um, Miss Maria says that, Candy, YouTube been doxing us this week, child. Yes, child, just throw us all out there up under the bus. Miss Donna says, hi, Maria. But yeah, that's what they done doing. But I was excited to see that part. He's sitting there looking like a fool. And he told me it's time to move on. Boy, what time to move on when you signed the daggone divorce papers? What were you thinking about? I mean, really? Almost 6 years? Child, I know that. Child, she hate the day she ever sink that clown right there. This is a whole clown. It's a whole clown. Miss Candy says hotel is giving Mel 4 more years, LOL, to come to her senses. You about right, Miss Candy, because that fool said, yeah, 5 more years, give 5 more years, get herself together. Well, baby, go ahead and marry the shareable side chick, and y'all just move on with your child. You say you want some more children. That girl is at the age she can still, pop off these babies. It's weird. It is so weird to me how she's not popping off babies that we know of, that we are aware of at this point in time. But when you was home and you supposed to have been with your family, every time you turn around, she had to go down there to visit somebody. To the y'all know where the clinic, that clinic right there. Hey, Mr. Kevin, he said, y'all, if this was a sincere, it wouldn't take a show to make it happen. These people are once again playing in the faces of some people. No one cares. Invite Huntsville and leave us alone. Child, not nobody care, child. Just go ahead. I hope he pray. I hope he pray to God that he really do marry this girl, child. And I hope that, I just want Mel to get her kids, y'all. Just have full custody of her kids, leave them alone, and let them have peace in their life, child. Because it seems like ever since she said I do to this bastard, it's been nothing but chaos, child. We don't know how deep it's been, child, but I'm sure he's a full-blown knock. Now, ain't nobody doctor, child. I just know, has some experience. He just been crazy, just crazy. Hey, Miss Sonia, she says, hello, everyone. Miss Maria says, Narc sound like he trying to make it looked like he's the reasonable one and Mel's the one holding on for dear life. Child, I cannot. Miss Maria says, Kevin, hey friend. Miss Sonia says, I feel it's all for the show storyline. Miss Candy says, it's sad. It said the new show is not getting much traction. Aren't uh many people are, I can't see it, many people are blacking the show out. Yeah, and that's why they keep on popping that crazy lady out here, child. She just was up here the other night trying to call 10 content creators out to come out and rah with her. But I only saw one yesterday that came out and read her down for her, for the rights or whatever. So now she want to say, you said you gonna eat me, child, and she was sitting up there on live eating a bologna and egg sandwich or something. I said, Lord, there's something wrong with that lady. Miss Maria says, leave me alone, Michael Jackson, child. Miss Sonia says, Miss Maria says that Sonia, she says, hey friend, how you been? Miss Candace said the talk of a wedding is only to get people to watch. Even Carlos is probably disappointed right now. But I don't know any of these people are disappointed for what. Nobody is out here promoting the show for it to come out on July the 19th. None of these people has been on YouTube, internet, Instagram, Facebook, or none of that. Keeping themselves out there. So I did the math yesterday, y'all. I came up with probably like that their food truck lady says it's gonna be 10, not 6 pack, but a 10 pack. So I said amongst the 10 pack, they probably got I think I gave them about like 30 supporters. They fan base. You add them all up together, and I think I came up with 30. I don't know what y'all gonna come up with. That's my mathematics, and I'm going with mine's, child. So they ain't got nobody out there. They nobody promoting the show. And then I heard Ebony the Best. Shout out to her as well. I heard a little bit from her. She was talking about somebody was trying to hit her up in her inbox, trying to force somebody to come out and go at this wildebeest. And she told him, I'm not doing that. Mel is not on the show anymore. It is what it is. Um, y'all do what you want to do. It is what it is. She said, but if she sees something that's funny and look like a person is being dragged, kind of like what I am, yeah, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we absolutely gonna talk about it. But there'll be some people that look at this show, and there'll be more people that don't look at it versus the few that they're gonna have. So they keep sending the wildebeest out here, but baby, stop coming out here trying to rah because the ratings is not even in yet. So it might be just this one and done, child. You don't know how many viewers and stuff you're gonna get. So go take several seats and sit down, lady. Miss Candace says, I hope most of the millimeters watch real talk. That part right there, not watch correction. Yes. Miss Maria says, I think I'm gonna make book on the ratings. Yes, child. That we can do all of that right there. But ain't nobody said nothing to that big back wildebeest. Child, there was just one that came out and got her yesterday. Miss Candy says LGB is back promoting it. Child, you know what I said, Miss Candy? The wildebeest popped out today. Is Sunday. I think it was Friday. It was Thursday or Friday. And then I was over there. Something popped up on my IG and I looked at it and it was him, child. He was in his black thongs and got the crisscross on each side, showing all his butt cheeks and that BBL or whatever he's supposed to have done, child. And then he snapped his finger and the jeans popped on. He snapped his fingers again and the shirt went on. Snapped his finger again, and then the man bag went on, child, across the shoulders and stuff. And he was like, voila. Y'all saw that, didn't you? I said, boy, go sit down somewhere. Anybody want to see your bun cakes? Oh, child. I said, I wasn't expecting that, child, but that's what he was. I said, Lord, is he about to hit the scripper pole or what? But I always say it's kind of like real funny how he pops out, she pop out, or she pop out, and then he pop out. Child, we know y'all people's in cahoots. And the wildebeest talking about there gonna be some new faces and all that stuff. Did she say that or Carlos? Anyway, it's supposed to be some new faces. Probably ain't gonna be nobody but him and Colbert, the two people that's been working the hardest to get on the show. And they've been saying, well, since she gone now, we can get on the show, child. So it might be them. Who knows? Don't care. I mean, it is what it is. But the wildebeest is trying to pop out here to get some traction, child, because she was telling everybody the other night, now go tell your people to watch the show. Y'all go on over there and tell y'all people to watch the show. We're like, child, ain't nobody stupid. I mean, wanna go sit down somewhere. Miss Candy says those women of a particular age that follow him love his built Baby, it was disgusting to me. I'm like Jed Clamp. I'm on the Beverly Hillbillies now. I got pretty near sick the other day. Girl, I got pretty near sick when I synced that the other day. I said, mm-mm. My thought says that Maria, that Wildebeest said that's her show. So if her daughter is the new star, does that mean she is in competition with her own offspring? They are not used to anything. No, nothing at all. And I know what I was finna say about Miss Ebony. She was saying that they got Tuna Cat and side hen Kimmy in blue. He trying to say that they are the blueprints. Child, they been better off to be the blueprint on something else that they created, child. This here finna be a flop, child. And then the wildebeest talking about, y'all say they ain't gonna get another season, and is they gonna get another. Child, you got to get through this one right here first. Child, to me, and a lot of people did talk about that the little promo picture or the half of the trailer the other day. Sassy CK said there's gonna be a mega trailer that hits. I don't know when it's supposed to pop out, child. But they're not getting the traction, child. There's no chatter on the YouTube streets about it. And we're gonna toot her horn over here. When the Queen of Reality TV was up there, child, it was exciting. Everybody couldn't wait to see it. You don't hear none of that chattering going on right about now. Miss Candy says I also saw something that Bottom Row So and Tuna Cat were separated and headed for a divorce allegedly. Child, I ain't synced that one, child. If they was headed for a divorce, they would have been headed for a divorce along with Martell Holt, child. All these men like that girl be in the daggone sorry, not sorry. She be in the nut house if that was the case, child. She don't care what he do. She just got to have them numbers. I've been married for 45 years, and out of the 45, my husband ain't never loved me, but I was all right with it. I got these numbers. Child, I cannot with this girl. Miss my thought says Uncle is a science experiment. Child, you better say it again all by herself, child. Just ridiculous. But let me say this, my thoughts. I think that were you. But she was saying the other night, child, she was out there telling the people. She was kind of acting like she was upset, y'all, because we the millimeters or we the male supporters told Mel to leave the show. We the millimeters or we the male supporters told Mel to leave her husband. Child, we ain't got that kind of power. We can see, but that don't mean girl, I said if she don't go, so did y'all hear what I said? Leave her show. She was saying that it was her show the other night on her live. I said, Lord, now she's trying to trick the people. She see what she's saying ain't working, so now she's trying to trick the people to say it was Mel's show. I would never let nobody make me walk away or have me to leave my show. I said, that there heifer right there, she trying to boy. Carlos about to call you back into the fence in the dog pen because you ain't out here rah-rahing and doing nothing. Go sit down. Miss Candy says even if they would pretend to keep people from knowing. Miss Maria says here's the gag. Don't nobody care. That whole ship has long since sailed. Child has been gone. Miss Candy says no one wants to be with a cheater. Huh? She do. Tuna Cat. Tuna Cat wants to be with one, and also, y'all, for the people that did hear the other day, she said she really liked Mel. Child, she was eating it up, child. She saw that BS that she had popped out with in the beginning of her live wasn't working, so then she broke it all the way down. She said, I really liked her. She didn't call no name. She didn't say her name. She said, but I really liked her. But I just hate that she let the people talk her off her show. And I hate that she let the people talk her into getting a divorce. And she also said that she hate that LGB is trying to sue her. She said she ain't like that. That's what she said, y'all. I ain't about to lie. I said, Lord, this heifer right here, child, she is rubbing it on real thick. Miss Candy says she and her entire family treated Mel horribly when Mel was on the show. Child, that's right. But see, Miss Candy, I had to let the people know the other day. Mel don't have to take that kind of abuse. The last I heard, I think she's supposed to still get a little taste of a check. Am I correct? I'll wait. Can somebody let me know? Am I wrong? Is she still getting a little taste of the check? So y'all run it. I don't care about you running it. And keep my name out your mouth, child. I think Sassy CK came up there the other day, child. I guess he must have to go down yonder to the to the Huntsville, because he said all them folk down there know how to do have X and all that kind of stuff. Miss Candace says yes, the show is syndicated, so there you have it. See, y'all, see, that ain't hit the wildebeest not yet. She don't even know what she be talking about. Not only is she getting a check, she got a check off your truck that was sitting there with flat tires. Lady, do the math. She made a hefty bag off in your truck. So I'm gonna need you, if you gonna pop out today around 7:30 or whatever time it's gonna be, talk about that bag that she made, because it was a nice piece of change, y'all. Hey, Miss Carla, she says, hey, G Squad and Maria in chat. Hey, beautiful. Thank you for popping in. Miss Maria says she must think the viewers were full of that monkey shoulder listening to her shit. Child, I don't know. I don't know what she thought. But yeah, she was trying to eat it up, trying to say, I guess she's trying to learn. At the same time, I'm gonna throw this out there to see what kind of traction I get. Then I'm gonna come back and throw this out. She be trying to outsmart the people, but she's saying this negative energy that I'm saying about this person, even though I'm not calling her name, ain't getting no traction. So let me just try to be nice up over here and all that. Y'all go sit down somewhere. Miss Carla says Melody is still getting paid off her show. Absolutely. So, go on out there and eat the whole food, y'all. Go on out there. Child, I done told y'all, if I hear a content creator saying that Tisha be crying, she depressed, I'm sorry, not sorry, child. I want her to take that spot that Mel had. Because, see, the people think Carlos like her. Mel thought Carlos liked her as well in the beginning. So, see, I want to see if Tuna Cat can stand 10 toes down like Mel did. I want you to take all that stuff that Mel was taking. I want them folks to come at your ass like they came at Mel, since you know so much and you had so much to say. I don't like them people, y'all. I don't. Miss Maria says she can't outsmart a doorknob. Miss Carla says, hey, Maria, my neighbor. Child, I said it's a hot mess. But if I hear something like that, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. I sure am. Miss Candace says, CK treated Mel and Miss Van horribly as well. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Maria. She sure did. So, yeah, for the people that saying they're going to watch the show, I mean, if that's what y'all looking for, that's what I want to see, because it's going to have to happen. They got to turn against each other, or what they going to do. The Scott's going to be against Nell and Chris. Then it's going to take D Nasty and Martell Holt to jump in with Nell and Chris to have the same equal play with the Scots. I'm sick of them Scots with they boring TLCF. And Kimmy, side hen. Whew, child, I like to say something real bad. Child, sometimes I think I have to thank God for stopping my mouth. Sometimes it get out of control. But Kimmy always trying to perpetrate like she's that girl. You ain't about to be nothing. You ain't never been nothing on the show for 9 seasons, child, and ain't finna get started now. So Carlos is swelling on people's head up, y'all. He don't care about them getting out there acting like a fool. Carlos said I had to get up out of my $1 million house, and now I'm up here on the YouTube or streets. I'm trying to get it however I can. I'm doing law and crime. I'm doing interviews with this person. The child, I got to try to make this bag. I don't care nothing about the folk getting out there acting a whole fool. Carlos don't care, y'all. Miss Candy says they all are targeting Nell since Mel is gone. And that's what Nell get too, because I'm sick of her too. That's what she get. Carlos ain't never liked Nell Fletcher for whatever reason. I don't know why, but he has never really cared for her. Miss Maria says, hey, Bush Campers, I'm going to need 15 of y'all to pop out and tap the screen. Help us grow, subscribe, support, and join the squad for $2.99. Thanks. Thank you, Miss Maria. Greatly appreciate it. But that's what they keep sending her out here for. I said she wasn't even on the promo picture. She's so dumb. I'm not on the promo picture. I'm not getting out there trying to rah for nobody. Y'all that's on the promo picture, y'all get y'all asses out there and rah against them damn millimeters, because y'all know they out there. And ain't paying y'all no mind. They getting dust, y'all. She didn't get that traction that she thought she was gonna get. Carlos, I go out there and get the people stirred up. My thought says silverbacks and snakes like lights, a camera, action. Do you think CK make money off these foods? Ms. Maria says, I think CK didn't like Nell because she had her own when she got there. She didn't need him. Ooh, child. Miss Candace says, my thoughts, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It would be interesting to know how much they are getting paid now. Ooh, child, yes. Miss Candace says none of them are being paid by on. Mm. It ain't hit them yet. They probably don't even know the definition of syndicated, y'all. I might go over there in that live this afternoon to see. I'm say, hey, girl, hey, what's the definition of syndicated? I'm gonna ask that question right there, and I'm gonna jet up out of there because I know she's gonna block me. Child, she gonna block me if I go over there asking a question. Child, I already know. I already know that's what's gonna happen. Uh, but Miss Carla says, ain't none of these people on the LAMH is promoting the show. Nobody's promoting Miss Carla. We just said it. Absolutely not. They child, when they did that reunion, everybody stopped, shut down, ain't seen how to hear to none of them folks. But they should have kept it going. They should have kept going, but they ain't have enough sense to keep, getting out there to put themselves out there like that. They ain't. Miss Candace says that's good at Carla. Child, they don't know what they supposed to be doing. Mm-mm. Carlos did let the people know, he didn't really miss the chatter because he said he know the people make money off of that show. But if you're gonna put anything out there, he said make sure you putting out correct information. Carlos, you can't tell nobody what to say with your mm. Ooh, my thought says that Candy, they better watch themselves. Nell, aka my little pony, stand 10 toes, stand toe to toe with them. Child, I believe they get her a little hot. My thought she gonna be popping off with them, child. Especially Kimmy. I want her to drag Kimmy for filth because Kimmy thinks she runs stuff. Oh, y'all need to go take that blue off, baby. Y'all still trying to follow in her shadow. Do your own thing. Y'all should have told him, nah, dude, we ain't trying to be in nobody's shadow, man. We don't have to. But see, they can't say that because they have to. That's the sad part. Bunch of clowns. That's all they is, a bunch of clowns. Um, Miss Van and Miss Deborah and Canavis was packing in the room. Child Miller evidently was gone with the kids. They said to Destin, Florida. Again, Martell somewhere probably crying, child. He remember that last trip that him and his mother was invited to, child. And Miss Marlene said if it did never happen again, this was just beautiful, baby. It's just beautiful. Well, Mama Marlene, you called out not just right, girl. Maybe your new almost daughter-in-law, coleslaw side chick, shareable side chick, can take you on a trip, baby. We don't know. We ain't finna be worried about that either, child. But that's your daughter-in-law, honey. That's who your son wants. So let her take you on a trip, honey. That's it. That's all. But yeah, Miss Van and Miss Deborah, Miss and Canavis, they was packing, child. Miss Van was down there pretending like she was Mel. Um, she said, come on, y'all. 223. Let's push it. She says, gotta drop off at 3:15. They was laughing. Mel and the kids, they was in dust. But yeah, Miss Van got it down pat, y'all. She said, let's get it. Let's get it. We ain't got no time to be playing around, child. I said, Lord have mercy. It's good to be able to take a trip and know you got some responsible people there that's gonna get the merchandise out to the people like it's supposed to be gotten out. So shout out to Miss Van, Miss Deborah, and Canavis, child. Miss Maria says, "At my thoughts, that's what I said. Probably Pocket likely has Polly Pocket likely has all the smoke or for them 304. Miss Candace says, the only reason Hotel would marry Kiara, what, is to get her check if appearing on the show. Not Kiara, girl. Child, I cannot. My thought says that Maria, they have proven that they can't promote uh remember that flop of an expo? Well, they did, child. I cannot with them sad people, child. But no, y'all, it's not moving like they thought it was gonna move, like they hope and pray that it was gonna move. So, and then that heifer had the audacity. I know what I said, y'all. I be knowing what I say. She had the audacity to talk about some stuff ain't flying off the shelf the other night. I said, wait a minute, you heifer. What you talking about ain't flying off the ship? Baby, you better go back and clean your glasses, is what I'm trying to tell you. Hey, Brew Brew. She says, hello, G Squad. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciate you. But yeah, she out there trying to put out there like the stuff ain't popping off the ship. I said, girl, ain't nobody, don't nobody owe you no explanation, or none of that, because you don't even know what you're talking about. Why you worried about something popping off in somebody else's shift? Why don't you worry about that potato that's being popped off out of that food truck out here in 105-degree heat? That's enough for you. Child, I cannot. They need to let me on that show. They need to let me on the show. They're letting everybody else up there. So I'm seeking I shoot my shot too. Miss Candy says, "Who would pay for the show trip at the end of the season? Mel not footing the bill for the cash trip anymore. Child, we talked about that yesterday, Miss Candy. We trying to figure out because they said some things that the producers help you with, but some things they don't. And where these people about to get that money from? We will wait." Miss Maria says, "My thoughts. Both of them are ghetto exposed, child. And child, once again to the people, every time the show might be getting about ready to come back on, child, they be trying to have something where Tuna Cat and Martell is out there on somebody's site like that with the hard hats on and some sneakers and some open toe heels, trying to pretend like that's their work site. I'll be so glad when they get caught up in this mess, child, so that the people can shut them down, because I'm sick of these fake building projects they got going on. Hey, Miss Sonny. Hey, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you. Don't think we've seen you before. Hope you've hit that subscribe button for you, girl. Appreciate you dropping in. She says, hey, G Squad and chat. Hey, girl. Hey, and welcome. Miss Candy says there will be no chiefs on the cast. No chefs on the cast trip. They all going shopping at Food Line or for the food. Child, that part right there, child. They ain't gonna have none of that fancy stuff. They're missing those galas and those galas or whatever they was calling it. They all you wanted to do was go to the galas. We ain't want to go to the galas. Well, honey, your heifer, your side hen, you don't have to go to the galas, baby. That part right there. Go sit down somewhere. My thought says they don't understand the products have to be restocked, stupid ass. They restock shelves in the grocery store. Shaking my head, child. They ain't got no that child. I don't know. I don't know where that food truck lady getting her stuff from, child. Miss Maria says at Samuel. She says hello and welcome. Yes, I changed my name. All right, appreciate it. Thank you for popping in with us, child. We over here rambling and running off at the mouth. Miss Carla says they would try to take a trip if they can get another loan. Child, not another whole loan. Child, I cannot. Hey, Miss Laura C, welcome. How are you? Miss Candy says, right. Mel was the business and community connection. Yep. Miss Laura C said the entire show is garbage, and those folks are liars. That part right there. All of that. Miss Maria says, gee, don't forget about the holds up pimp down gala in the Bessemer community center. Child, ain't nobody about to be going there. Miss Maria says that Lord, she says, hey girl, hey, yes, hello and welcome. Thank y'all so much for being here. Greatly appreciate y'all so much for popping in, child. Them people over there in these they need some help. And then they did show something, child, where somebody's supposed to have a fight. I said if anybody gonna be having a fight, it will probably be dark skinned Ken and Marquez, child. They booted Marquez on off the show. If I were Marquez, I would have told them heifers, you bastards, don't show nothing of me on that damn regular ass show. You better cut it out. I'm gonna sue your ass one. Child, they just got me all in my feelings right now. Marquez, come on out here. I need you to stand up and tell them people don't show you on that daggone show and they're going to boot you off too. Nah, y'all not fighting. You're not about to use me like that. Miss Sonny says their big event will be boots on the ground at Black. Girl, not the boots on the ground at Black. Miss Sonny says as member of the WDC, we don't care about the show. I just like gossiping, child. That's what we doing. I like gossiping about them every now and then, child. That's all. They just a bunch of fools. I was telling them that Wildebeest got another show coming out here this afternoon, child. She told the people, y'all know who she talking to. They be dragging her for filth. But I'm at the point now. I do believe in respecting my elders. I really do. But as for me and her, we're about the same age, so she's not my elder. But I'm just saying, for some of the younger people, younger CCs up here on YouTube, I want them to let loose on that ass, because she won't shut up her mouth and leave them people alone. So they shouldn't feel no ways tired about nothing that they say or what they call her, because she won't stop. So Tuna Cat won't get her mammy, so her mammy gonna get whatever she get. That's it. That's all. Who cares? We don't. Mm-mm. It is what it is. Miss Candy says, I hope Mel help Marquez if he reaches out to her. Me too. Miss Maria says that Sonny, you're in the right places. We drag them monthly. Miss Maria says she ain't none of my elder child. Mm-mm. No, but some of them CC she called out the other day. She is the elder of them, but child, they need to let loose on her. They really do, because she won't stop calling their name. You called for me, I'm coming. That's it. That's all, child. And stop being so dumb and letting them people come out here call. Child, she ain't got no sense, y'all. They something wrong with her. They something wrong with her. But anyway, we can spin the block. Yeah, we can spin the block. But also, y'all, just bringing awareness, child. I heard this. The five black girls, from Augusta, Georgia, y'all. They had left on June the 26th. Has not been seen, and the ages are running from 13, 16, 14, and 17 years old, child. I hope the good people find these people, these young children, and they are brought back safely to wherever they supposed to be at. I think they was at like some group home or something like that, and two of them has a ankle monitor on. Child, I said that thing is a beeping wherever y'all at. Child, y'all trying to rob a bank and your little ankle monitor is flashing. Child, y'all ain't about to get away. You better go on somewhere and call my deal. See, can y'all get some butter to get that off your ankles, child? I don't know what they gonna do. Child, I don't know, Miss Candy. I know somebody might be in from Atlanta up in here, probably heard about it. Miss Candy says, where's the FBI? Miss Maria says, where I'm from, you act like a fool. You get treated like a fool, regardless of how old you are. Child. My thought says, big raisin face K think because he is big, he can run over M because he is small. M better get a 2x4 and go to work if he run up again. I thought they were all about non-violence. It's a violent to me. Yes. Miss Candy says, where are the Amber Alerts? Miss Candy, I have no idea. I ain't seen nothing about this. I heard Ebony the best was talking about it over there earlier. But yeah, it's five black girls, child, 13, 16, 14, and 17. They have been missing from like I said, a group home, Richmond County. If anybody know anything, reach out to the Richmond County Sheriff Office. They are down in Augusta, Georgia, child. That part right there. Let's see. Miss Carla says most of the CCs are not responding to foolishness. No, they're not. Thank God for that. Miss Candice says a new show, King's Court, July the 13th. Tyrese trying to find a mate. Bravo. Yes, and I'm trying to see, can I get it pull up Bravo for because I want to see Nelly and Shanti's show. They said it's on Peacock, but it's supposed to be on Bravo the 29th, I think, which is the night. And I want to see it. I said, daggone, don't Netflix, Peacock, and Cock of the P and Bravo. Don't these people have a promo? They can all be on one package or something. Child, I cannot with all of this. Miss Maria says that Carla, and that's what's killing her. She said, I got to go back out there again because I ain't getting nobody to respond to me. I ain't getting nobody to respond to me. Also, y'all, let me tell y'all something funny. To y'all. Child, they said, that Ebony played this thing, child. Shout out to her. She said, there was this man, for all the people in the neighborhood out there looking at people packages being dropped off. This can happen to you, you sorry bastards over there. Now that's it. That's all. Anyway, child, the man, child, was stealing the packages off the lady's door, child. That's right. Was stealing the package, child. Well, the lady, got the little ring cameras and all that stuff. So she set a little boo-boo trap for the clown. Yes, and he fell for the okie doke, child. Yes, y'all, he fell for it. Child. He went back over there again to somebody else's property and took another package. Well, this time what he got out of the packages, I don't think he was really ready for a child. When he got to the car and he opened up the box, child, it was full of black widow spiders. Y'all heard what I said. When I tell y'all I couldn't do nothing but laugh at that crazy fool, the black widow spiders tore that ass up. He had to drive himself to the hospital and had the audacity to say, I'm about to press charges. How you gonna press charges against somebody and you over there on their property, buddy? Well, child, he told the people where he was and where he got the package from. Well, the popos went over there to the lady house. The lady told the popo, and he told him that told the lady that he swatted a couple of them, so they no longer with us. The lady said he those was my pets. He unalived my pets. She said I'm about to press charges on his ass. I said, well, I would be doing. As the word goes, you never win when you play dirty. I said, I cannot. Miss Candy says that Maria, I agree. Correction. Tyson Beckford, wrong, bald. Bald? B-A-L-D. But yeah, child, I hope that taught him a lesson, child. And then they had the nerve to have his face posted up there, child. And I tell y'all, them there black widow spiders throw that face up, child. Ooh, he was purple. I say he's a silly mofo right there, child. That's gonna teach you, baby. Don't be going over down to messing with people's stuff. Baby, you can't do that. Stay away from over there, child. I don't teach him a lesson. You got to worry about that no more. Yes, wrong bald head actor, child. But child, that's child. I don't know, child. That lady is crazy, y'all. That there child mother. They something wrong with that lady. I don't know what it is. But they sound really wrong with her. Mm. They couldn't get nobody else to do it. They've been better off they got Marceau to come out and do the promotion. Child, Martell ain't been on live. Him and that girl is quiet on the set. Ain't none of them people came out here like that, child. And they think the show gonna pop. I guess between the 30 supporters that they all have put together with the 10 people that, cause that's what she said, it's gonna be 10 people, child. With the 10 people, child, that's they're gonna carry the show. They're gonna carry the show for the people, child. So we gotta wait. I don't see how that's gonna happen. Mm, it's sad, but they're excited, child. They act like they cannot get another job in the whole entire world. These people feel like, Lord, this is the best thing since sliced bread. We're so glad that we was able to be on TV, and we ain't about to go out there and get another job. We just gonna wait and see. We just gonna keep on waiting and keep on waiting, child. Ain't no telling how hard Sassy CK had to beg these him people to put this show back on this TV. Y'all know all these lawsuits and mess they got going on. Got me looking at on a little strange. I'm like, what is really going on? Miss Maria says, well, seeing that Sassy CK ain't promoted it, I guess the rest follows their lead, child. They ain't. I guess he probably looking like it's up to y'all. Y'all get out there and promote. Y'all get out there on the internet, y'all. Talk about the show. Talk about what's coming up, child. Some people don't even know where to begin with that. Miss Maria says, Martha got fired from everywhere. Child, Martha, he said he the Mar soldiers, child. He said, I wish like hell that I really would have paid attention now. The class has been dismissed. We have been banned from the class. We can't learn nothing. So y'all, what y'all think whenever they get ready to put on these expos and all these kind of things? Who gonna show them how to do that stuff, child? I wish. Who gonna help them? Child, they done burnt so many bridges with the people, child. Where they gonna get this help from? Child, I cannot. I cannot, child. I don't feel no waste time for these people though. We don't care. That's right, Miss Candy. I'm just throwing it out there because these are things that they're not thinking about, Miss Candy. These are their brain ain't went that far. They got a lot of things they gotta do to keep this show going, to show the people. There ain't nobody in this group thought about that. Maybe it'll be D Nasty, child. She don't owe nobody nothing but LB by 20K and plus. Miss Maria says all five of his more soldiers must be on vacay in Africa with no reception. Child, not in Africa with no reception, child. I cannot. And he don't even care that he ain't got no taste of reception. He don't care about that. Mm-mm. But yeah, Miss Kennedy, I was just saying that because there's so much stuff that these people have to think about, and they don't even have the brain cell to tell them that they got to get on the internet to promote this show. Ain't nobody coming out. They just be like, "Well, we threw the promo pitch out there. They already know." No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Tuna Cat. I think some of your people a little like you, baby. You with them 10 degrees and ain't doing nothing with them, child. I cannot. But I was like, yeah, there they go again on that same old work site. They must be have some kind of contract with that man that allows them to go out there and pretend like that's their work site or something. hmm And then they probably forgot that the people know that they got that what is it? How much money they got against that their bedrock? Is it 50K? I think it's 50K up against that lien against them. Miss Candace is right at Maria. Miss Maria says Candace right because Mel was holding down the day to day with the cash. She sure was. They be sneaking out there on that site. Child not sneaking out there. Hey, Aunt Natty, how you doing today? Hope all is well with you. Not sneaking out there on the site, child. Miss Maria, I think they did something to say, your sign will be on the TV promotion for you. We just need to walk out there and with our hard hats on and just pretend and that's gonna help you out with your business. Y'all know how Destiny went over there to that lady, that lady that called the ancestors out on her child. That tell her, your show gonna be on. I'm gonna advertise it over there. And yeah, I'm gonna try to help you get on on the show too. Miss Maria says, Aunt Natty, hey girl, how's it going? With the grown. But yeah, child, they ain't no telling how they doing to get them people out there to talk, to try to have a cameraman out there, something, child. I don't know about these people. I don't put nothing past these fools, child. It is what it is, but that mess gonna start off with who you think is wrong, Martell or Marceau. Child, Chris said I ain't got no room to be worried about who's wrong and who right. All I can do is worry about myself, cause I like to be. I was almost in a pickle too, child. So I don't care about that. That's how come he said they both wrong. Shut up. Miss Candy says, isn't there a way to look up if they paid the lien on the Hilly Manor? Uh, Probably so. Miss Candy, it's been quiet on the set. Miss Maria says, Aunt Nettie, hey girl, how's it going with the grown and sexy crown? Oh, but yeah, child, that's what them people got going on. I don't know, but she probably be drunk this afternoon, y'all. She wasn't drunk the last time she came on the other night. But I think she started to drinking, and that's when she started saying all that nice stuff about Mel and throwing a little bit out here and a little bit out there, child. So who knows with these crazy people, child. I don't even care. I don't care about it. It's over with. It's been over with. We all done heard it before. We've been down this road before 10 years, and y'all gonna still talk about this right here. Cheating mess. Same story, just different people. That's it, that's all. So who would the target be? Miss My Thought says the Flintstones and Rubbles are frauds, in my opinion. They better get that money. Take care of Bedrock 1 and 2, please. They are not even 3 and 4. Child, I cannot. Miss Aunt Natty says I'm getting there. The third funeral this month is coming up Saturday. Child, prayers up to you, Aunt Natty, and your entire family. Child, just prayers up to you and your family, child. Just keep on praying and stay strong through it all. Um, it's gonna take a lot of time, child, and you gonna have your moments too, and that's all right for you to have your moments. It is just fine to have moments, but ooh, child, that's a lot. Yes, Miss Maria, prayers up to her and the family. Mm, wow, sorry to hear that, though. But anyway, y'all, we done been up here running our mouth about an hour, child. Girl, gotta get up off of here. Miss Candy says Ken and Lockjaw on Lawjaw only slightly got interest in Marquez and was involved. Miss My Thought says at Natty, she says prayers for peace. Yes, absolutely. That is a lot, y'all. Well, we all gotta pay that debt right there, child. We cannot get around that at all. So yeah, prayers up to her and the whole family, you know. Mm, 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 mm. But anyway, y'all ain't got no more. That's it. That's all. Child, these people just crazy. They crazy and they funny at the same time. Just a bunch of clowns. Child, they gonna see they ain't getting no traction, so they gonna be like, we gotta try this, y'all. We gotta do that because we cannot be defeated. We gotta let them know that she was not the show. Y'all hear me rhyme? I ain't me playing that. We gotta know. We gotta let them know that she wants the show. Child, but she was, people. She was. And that tuna cat, y'all, she be trying to walk with her head off, stuck up in the air like she's running some shit. I said, yeah, child. Me, Sexy D brought to my attention the other day, child, that Martell done came to a little bit of his senses, cheering. I'm gonna tell you what she said. She said Martell done came a little to his senses, and he about to put the brakes on them Scots. He's like, oh no, 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 hell to the no. I see y'all. I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all bastards think y'all about to take this show that my ex-wife and we got to give him a little taste of credit, child. We got to give him just a little taste. Take this show that my ex-wife and I created and came up with. Oh hell no, Martell said I'm not going nowhere. Martell said, Mel, look at me, look at me. Cause when I shut it down, it's gonna be shut down. Martell up there to destroy child. Martell gonna destroy this guy, gonna show y'all what. Y'all what? They don't even know even know they have been they what? They have already lost the race. Child, that is sad. Miss Candy says, when is the next Holt court date? Child, I'm mad now, Miss Candy. I thought it was 16th. This done came and gone. Child, I don't know. I don't know. Ain't nobody talking about it. No, we don't. No, we don't. Driving her to meetings don't count. Child. Oh my God. My thought says our food should have stood up a long time ago. Child, ain't that the truth? Mm-hmm. My thoughts. The only person that I'm gonna give credit for trying to stand up for Mel, drum roll, was Marceau. Marceau tried to tell them people, y'all going too far. Y'all don't want. I can see Marceau doing that now. Cause y'all know how excited he get whenever he's in her presence. So I can see Marceau doing that. Y'all going down the wrong road. Don't do this, y'all. No, don't. I'm telling y'all don't want to do this. Y'all doing too much. Marceau tried to tell them people, but they ain't listen. So Marceau like, nah, I told you damn bastard this what was gonna happen. Y'all didn't listen to me. Child, it's a mess. My thought said, yes, he did. Yeah, I believe Marcel told them people that. Don't do that. I'm telling y'all, don't listen to Carlos on this one. Cause she gonna walk. That's too much, y'all. That's too much. They ain't getting nothing about it being too much. He said it is what it is. Miss Maria says Mel told him years ago that the Scots were not his friends, that that they were laughing at him, not with him. She sure did. It took him over about like 6 years to realize. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God. Man, what Mel said, Mel was right. She really said them people ain't for me. She told me this already. You couldn't listen. They didn't want to listen. So it is what it is. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way. So I guess that's what he called himself. It's a hard task, but if he didn't know then, he knows now, child. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all know they ain't been hanging out since the show has stopped. They ain't want to do nothing with each other. They can't stand each other right now. Just disgusting at this point. That's it. That's all. All of them people. And Maurice, I don't like him. Maurice and Kimmy, I guess my dislike for them is worse than my dislike for Tuna Cat Child. I don't like these people. I can see Tuna Cat and Kimmy up there now. We the OGs. We the OGs. You the OGs, but what the is you doing as an OG? We'll wait. Miss Candace says she also told him to keep his pickle in the household. Ooh, child, not the pickle, Miss Candy. Ooh, he couldn't keep little Johnny in the pants. Little Johnny said, "I want to come out and play again." He's like, "Ah, dang. Well, we gonna get in trouble. We keep going out there, man. She gonna get us. We're gonna get caught up." Miss My thought says old people used to say a hard head makes a soft behind. I know. Let's see. Mm, Uh, I know Marty Mars behind is much at is mush at this time. Child, it should have been mush a long time ago. Miss Candy says they are going to eat each other alive for the top spot. Just in case you didn't know, now I can see now you might be the OGs, but well, no, wait a minute. If they want to say the OGs, if they want to keep it a buck, well, I have to let them be the OGs. I'm finna say now Chris Fletcher was up there, when it first got started from time to time. So how can y'all really vote him out as not being an OG? I'm just asking for a friend. Miss Maria says that Candy, right? When he had the gall to tell her she should have kept his cheating in the house, and she responded with, "You should have kept your penis in the house." Child, yes. Maria says LAMH season 10, The Hunger Games. Child, they want it real bad. They want it real bad. They up there saying, "How low can you go?" Child, they gonna have to go real low. Low, low, low. Yeah, they gotta go real low. Let's stay hard. Miss Maria, have anybody here other than Miss Maria? I'm gonna look at it too. I think it's on the OWN network as well. What is it? 1,000 pound roommates, child, and they got a little girl. I seen them sitting up there. Something had rolled across on my YouTube, and I seen them sitting up there. But I was like, I'm gonna watch that, but I haven't watched it yet. But yeah, that's on. I hear on these YouTube the streets, child. But if y'all get a chance and roll across that and can, look at this a little bit, child, I'm gonna try to look at it. And Miss Maria, I told them earlier. Oh, it's on Discovery Plus. Oh, was that what it was? I saw it on rolling through on the YouTube. But I told them earlier, Miss Maria, I saw that link you sent me. Will you marry me now or something? Last night. Oh, Miss Aunt Natty said that's on TLC. Okay. Um, that was good, Miss Maria. I didn't like that. Hey, Miss Charlene, she said the show comes on TLC. Oh, okay. Thank you for that, y'all. Thank y'all. Um, I didn't um I didn't like how that dude did. He was been with that lady for 7 years. They got 3 sons, and this fool still ain't about to marry her. Child, Miss Maria, and then the mama talking about she don't like the way that uh her grandkids mama talk to him sometimes. Child, he agreed until he had to talk with his mama. Shit, that's my. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like how this is going. I don't like how this right here is going. And Miss Maria, I don't know if you looked at it, but he said yes, but they didn't get married. Child, out of Miss Maria, when I got back to that house, I'd have told him, "You pack your shit, and go to your mama house. I don't want to see you. I'll call you. Don't you call me." 7 years of my life and 3 kids, and you talking about. I do feel some type of way though about women approaching men, but they've been together for 7 years and 3 kids. I don't see the problem. I mean, she said, "Will you marry me?" And he said yes. Now, Miss Maria says 1,000 pound roomies, two friends are on a weight loss adventure. The two together weigh 1K. Child. Miss Maria says that mammy need to mind her business after 7 years and 3 children. With what do you mean you not sure? Child, I don't like that. I felt as though, and that's why she waited to the last minute to say anything to his mama, because she knew. She called it. She said his mama's gonna say something to him about this. Here that tomorrow. Oh well, I was planning the wedding. I was just trying to get up the money, and I want to be the one that get on one knee. A fool, if you were, you bastard, if you were going to get on one knee, you'd have been on that knee in 2 years ago. I'm going to give you two. I ain't giving you another one. That's how I feel about that. Aunt Natty said, what network is this on? It was on last night. But it's on YouTube, Aunt Natty. If you're talking about the Will You Marry Me Now? Yeah, that was on YouTube. Um, my thought says the marriage that was sad is the one with the 14 children, and then that punk did not want to be married anymore. That's a bastard. That's a bastard, my thought. We can't call him a punk. He's a whole bastard. Yeah, that part. Miss Maria said she told that therapist that she knew his mommy would start something about. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, I feel some type of way. I mean, it's like she ain't letting you be the man. But I did used to say, child. But if somebody dating somebody 3, 6 months or whatever, and the female says, even though they feeling each other, will you marry me? I just feel like they snatched the manhood from that man. I used to say that. But 7 years and you got 3 kids, y'all live together, y'all already a family. Dude, what's the problem? What is wrong with you? Mm-mm. Miss Maria says that my thoughts. I know, right? I couldn't believe it. But yeah, that was a really good show. Miss Maria, thanks. I looked at it. I caught some of it last night, but I had to wake up this morning. I said, let me wake up, see can I look out of this one eye, see can I see something, child. And that's what it was. But yeah, he's got to put the brakes on his mama, child, in his relationship. But he wouldn't be in there with me, y'all. Me and my children, would be like, we're about to relocate. You're not gonna keep wasting my time, wasting my good years, you blocking me, blocking my blessings, and she was feeling him. They supposed to be feeling each other like that. Come on, dude, what's wrong with you? I don't know. Miss Maria says, if I decide I want to marry you, I'ma ask. I'm not gonna get on one knee, nothing, but I will put it out there. Well, to each his own. There's nothing. To each his own. But I didn't see nothing wrong with her asking him. They already a family, and I was just like, what is the problem? They something ain't adding up with this dude, and it ain't got nothing to do with him getting on one knee. I'm not about to believe that. I'm not buying that one right there. So he need to take his dizzy, what, over there with his mother. Now, she seems to be such a sweet, really good young woman. Yeah, she do. Her little feelings were hurt last night behind that. They was. She was crying, but she knew that boy mama. But then, you know what? In a situation like that, let me tell you, in a situation like that right there, somebody's gonna take the blame. So the mama, that boy mama, that young man's mother, because he's a grown man, look like maybe in their mid 40s or something like that. His mother is gonna take she gonna end up taking the brunt of that right there, because let's just say, hypothetically speaking, she do leave or whatever. He gonna blame the mother. But you shouldn't really blame the mother, because you should have your own mind at this point in time right here, sitting around waiting on your mom. Sure, I cannot. I just cannot. But that mother, she was too much for me. And there's another one that was up there. I might catch that this afternoon. That I seen, and come back later and talk about it. But yeah, his mama was doing the most, and her brother, he said, "I love you," and he was sorry that it didn't work out. But just like her mom them said, and her best friend, y'all already a family. You just trying to legalize the situation. Child, he trying to do the common law marriage thing. I don't know if they got it in the city that he's in, but that's what it sounded like to me, child. I said, I cannot. I ain't got that much time. Baby, I ain't got a whole lot of years left, child. We ain't none of us promised a whole lot of years left, but that's why his mammy sitting around by herself. Oh, not sitting around by herself. Shots fired, Miss Maria. Shots fired. And she could be one of the most jealous mamas, got my baby over there. I think that's her only son or only child or something like that. So yeah, she got the pause. She put the pause in him last night and changed his mind just like that right there. I was like, is that all it took? Ah, dang. Mm. But anyway, anywho, and anyhow, child, I'm about to get up off of here. Mm. 'Cause my eyes starting to hurt again. The husband is a narc. Not the husband is a narc, Miss Maria. I meant Miss Candy. She ain't marry him. They didn't get married, Miss Candy. Why you say he's a narc? Because he listening to his mama. Listen to what his mother had to say. Miss Maria says common law means if she expires, she gets. I guess if he expires, she gets nothing. She have no legal standings. I guess that's that word over there hiding in the corner. Yeah, that is true. Well, that is true, but enough time, enough is enough. If he's not grown enough now, he's never gonna. If he ain't ready now, he ain't gonna never be ready. But 7 years, 3 kids, come on, dude, make that make sense. You're not making it make any sense at all. No, but anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. Thank y'all so much for popping in and joining the live and catch the vibe. I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all so much. I love y'all. The Derek husband was bad at paying his bills allegedly. Mm, child, I don't know. It's a shame. That it end like that. But yeah, he just really need to keep his mom out of his business and all of that kind of stuff. So prayers up to the people, prayers up to the people, prayers up to the people. Miss Maria says, thanks for dropping in. Until the next time, we wishing you love, peace, and hair grease. And we are out of here. Catch y'all on the next one. Bye.